Hi, Graham here at John Banks Mazda in Colchester, and today we're going to talk about not the cars, we're going to talk about Gen 3 glass coat. So it doesn't matter what the car it is. If you've been into John Banks, you brought your new vehicle, used, new, doesn't matter, but you've bought it, fantastic. You want your new car to look as good for as long as possible. One of the products I highly recommend is Gen 3. Gen 3 is a glass coat, ceramic coat we use on the vehicle. This is professionally applied by our validators. The vehicles are deep cleaned first, and it makes the paints smoother and easier to clean. So without getting all boring and technical, paint isn't completely smooth. It's kind of pitted, if you will. So normally, dirt gets on the paint, it sits into the little pits, it makes it look dull, it makes it look lackluster, and it's harder to clean, which is why you don't have that brand new shiny car look for very, very long. What the ceramic coat does is it fills up all those pits and makes the paint look nice and smooth. Or it does make the paint nice and smooth, more to the point, so it's easy to clean. So when the dirt sits onto it, it doesn't get caught in those troughs, it sits on top, and then all you have to do is wipe away and wash away. Means the car will stay looking cleaner for longer. This will protect the car from your road dirt, the traffic film, the grease and the grime, the acid rain, road salt, particularly in the winter. It's also UV protective against sunlight, so it stops those panels fading as quickly. And also bird lime as well. It means it's not going to burn into and damage the paint on your nice new vehicle. This is a fantastic product. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about it now. Let's give you an actual demonstration. The car in front of me here, I have treated half the bonnet with G3. One salesman, 2 cups here. If I put this down, you can see that's going to grip. Show you the other one, that's going to grip as well, okay? If I put it onto the G3 side, it's just going to slide off, and it's because that paint is now so much smoother. The cup can't grip onto it. It's just going to slide off. Same as the dirt would. Just means when you're washing it, the dirt's not getting into the paint, you can keep it cleaner for longer. It's not going to be as hard to clean. It's going to keep your car looking fresher and shinier and better for longer. Fantastic. With the Gen 3, we also treat the inside of the car, so we treat the fabric, things like the seats and the floor mats as well. Helps keep it clean. So this is rather manky coffee here, and my governor doesn't know I've done this, so hopefully this is going to work. But as we just drop it on here, we can see, or hopefully you can see, the beading of the coffee straight on top there of the seats. It's not soaking in, so it's not staying in the seats. So what this means, if you're in the car and you've got a drink and you spill something, it's not going to soak in. If you've got children in the car, exactly the same thing. If you put your dog in the car, if the dog does make a mess anywhere, you don't have to worry about it absorbing into the seats and into the fabric or into the floor mats. Dog hairs are also barbed as well, so they're quite tricky to get out. This coating helps stop their barbs grabbing onto the seats so much, again makes it easier to clean. Or if you're anything like me and you've been out on your canoe, you've been out sailing, or you've been paddleboarding, and if you jump back in the car in your wetsuit just to warm up very quickly, it means it's not going to soak into the seats and stay in the seats and ruin it. You only make that mistake once, trust me, but it does happen. So it's all about keeping the car fresh, keeping it clean, stopping that car being ruined and the finish inside also being ruined. We want it a nice place to be for as long as possible. So you can see there, it's just beaded on top, and all we have to do is dab away afterwards. And we can see all that coffee is just soaking straight up into my bit of tissue here. Nice and clean, good as new. We're also going to treat the wheels. It's going to protect it from the road dirt, the salt in the winter, and particularly your brake dust as well, because when that comes off, it's very, very hot. It will burn and it will pit the wheels, causing a lot of other damage and corrosion on there. So that extra layer, that G3, will protect the wheels, keep them looking fresher for longer. Just what we want, nice wheels on your nice new car. So that tells you about how the product works. What you also get with it, just as a bonus, is this beautiful executive cleaning case, if you will. And in here, apart from things like sponges and chamois, we also get a ceramic shampoo, especially formulated for the ceramic protection on there as well. But as I said, you can take the car into a car wash anyway, you don't need to worry about it. Alloy wheel cleaner, fantastic. Leather and fabric cleaner, helps keep the interior looking fresh for longer. Cockpit sanitizer, antiviral, kills all the germs and bacteria again, particularly with the little ones. You pick them up from school, grandkids, whatever, you know they're going to be snotting everywhere. That'll kill all of that. You don't want them making you ill as well. And then lastly, the bird lime remover as well. With this, and with bird lime in particular, just squirt it on, let it soak, and then just dab away. With bird lime, please don't just scrub at it, because there'll be chunks of seeds in there, and that will then scratch the ceramic, that'll scratch the paint as well. So just dab away, let it soak, let it do its work. Very lightly dab away afterwards, job done. I said it's all about keeping that paint clean, fresh for longer. Your car, whether it be used or new, keeping it looking fresher for longer. Keeps that satisfaction up as it's sat on your drive. You want to get into a good looking vehicle after all. Gen-3, highly recommend it, cannot recommend it enough. This is a brilliant product. I don't care if you're buying a Mazda, a Honda, you are buying a Mazda, Suzuki, Alpine, you are buying a Mazda. You want to consider this product. It is fantastic. It's something I truly believe in. Thank you for your time.